Hi traders and welcome to the PL Capital Market Review. I'm your host Paul and today is Saturday, June 3rd, and in this video I want to look at the S&P, Nasdaq, and oil. So let's go. All right, first we'll start off with the upcoming economic calendar and a very light week. On Monday we do have the services PMI, and that'll definitely get a reaction out of the market. And on Wednesday, do have the balance of trade. I don't see that doing anything really for the market. And Thursday is the usual weekly jobless claim. So all in all, a very, very light week. So not a lot of volatility coming from the data points like we had this week. All right, let's go on to the chart. All right, going to start with the S&P, and this is the futures contract. So I believe that we've just completed something. Well, either it's completed or it's very close to completing. So I think, I've been looking at this as a 1, 2, and then ending diagonal here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And so I got 5 waves in, and to me it looks like now there should be a pullback. And when I look at this, actually I'm going to go to the continuous contract here. When I look at this, I don't think that the market is ready to go down. So I've been saying that here's 1 wave, and that's 2, and that's 3, and that's 4, and then here's 3 waves, and that'd be 5. And either it's like either a leading diagonal, which I don't know, that just does not look like a leading diagonal to me, or it's like a WXYXZ, but I just don't see how this market starts to sell off right now. There's just there's no selling pressure. I mean, it's just everyone is just in a complete buying mood right now. So when I relook at this, I'm wondering if this isn't a B, and now they're making an ending diagonal. So that was 1. Come on. 2. Here's 3 waves up for 3. And so now I would expect a pullback down into, at least down into this area. So at least like 41.87, probably more like, 41.20s, but who knows. But some type of 3-wave correction and then resume up. And that makes more sense to me, because with the upcoming FOMC interest rate decision, I mean, there is no way that if they pause, that this market is going to rip higher. So that I think that'll be, like for the next 2 weeks, I could see making a correction down for 4, and then when that interest rate decision, it's going to blast off, and we're going to go up in 3 ways for the 5th and final wave. So now that I could be wrong. I mean, it seems like everyone's favoring that they're going to be pausing. So if that's the case, then there's no way that the S&P is going to start heading for a new low. So now if they do raise, then that will definitely throw a wrench into things, because then I think that might be enough to spook the market, but who knows. So that's what I'm leaning towards, that there's going to be a pullback very soon. If it hasn't already started, if the top isn't already in, it should be nearing real soon. Get a 3-wave pullback, and then still 1 more up for like a C wave. All right, so that's the S&P. And then we go to the Nasdaq, and actually I'll go to the continuous contract too. So I think the 3rd wave just finished here. So when I look at the Nasdaq, it looks pretty obvious that there's like two pieces to this chart. So you got this piece, from the October low to this, well, actually over to here, to this low in March. And then you got this piece here, you know, from the February, March low. I mean, so this piece, I mean, these waves, you know, they took time and they were up and down, and then that was one, and then it came down for two, and a three, and then a four, and then since March, I mean, the Nasdaq has just gone basically straight up. I mean, there's obviously a big sideways move in the middle there, and there's been some pullbacks, but I mean, it's just up. Where like this, I mean, there were deep pullbacks, you know, days and weeks of grinding lower. So I look at that and I go, all right, it looks like there's two pieces to this chart. So I'm wondering if this isn't 1, 2, 3, 4. Let me get this out of the way now. So we've got 4, you know, they're making a leading diagonal. And now they're in the 5th wave, and it's not done. So, you know, this was 3 waves for 1, 3 waves for 2, and here was a 1, 2, and then I think we just finished 3, or, you know, like the S&P, we're very close to finishing the 3rd wave. And so now I would expect pull down somewhere, you know, let's say 1400, low 1400s, 14,000 for 4, and you know, and then just like the S&P, you know, that probably be, you know, like a 2-week effort. FOMC comes out, and then boom, we blast off up for that fifth wave, and then this whole thing will just be, you know, the leading diagonal, and then you'll get a much bigger correction finally, you know, something even bigger than these. So that's what I'm leaning towards, because I just don't see any selling pressure or anything that's coming out that is going to make this move want to end yet. So I'm looking for a pullback and then still one more wave up. All right, oil. So there's 2 ways to look at this. I'm gonna go to 4-hour here. You know, this was a 1, 2, 3 wave move. This is a 1, 2, 3 wave move, and now they're going to go up in 5 waves up into here, and then that would be, actually let me turn that off. That would be then, you know, 3 waves down for 1, 3 for 2, 3 down, you know, big running flat. That'd be 3. Then you have a 3, 3, 5 up for 4, and then we'll be coming down for 5. So that, if that plays out, then this is just all, they're creating a leading diagonal. But like I said in my last video, because this pulled down so much, I'm wondering if instead of 1, 2, and 3, I wonder if this isn't A, B, 1, 2, 3. They made this 4, and now we're going to come down for the 5th wave of a C wave, which means then that'd be A, B, and C, and that could be all the correction, and then oil is heading higher. But so either one is in play right now, and won't know until I think one of these 2 lines levels gets taken out, 74.73 or 67.03. One of these 2 has to break, I think, to give a sense of what pattern that they're going to play out. So pretty strong move today, or yesterday. So now it could be that if that was 4, you know, so that's 3. If this was 4 and they're going down for a 5th wave, then it looks like they're probably going to be doing a diagonal. So that'd be 1, 2, 3, and then you had 1, 2, 3, and then I would expect it to reverse. Now you got the OPEC meeting coming out this weekend, maybe Sunday, I think. And so obviously that's going to have a huge implication on the direction of the market. So you'll know Sunday night when the futures market opens up what patterns playing out. I mean, if they fall hard, I mean, the oil's going down, you know, real low. I would guess into the 50s. But if whatever decision comes out of OPEC is at least near term bullish, then I think they'll be coming up into here, like I've been saying, like at least like 77, could be even higher for a fourth wave, and then eventually then they'll go down. So I think it all depends on that OPEC meeting. So just be ready for strong market reaction on Sunday night for the futures market, and that's going to tell you, if they're breaking out, then we're coming up higher, and if they take out this low, then I think heading down into the 50s. All right, that's what I see on those. Thanks for watching. Good luck to you all, and I will see you in the next video.